Sunday, September 26, 2021. Of course, this is for VIP members. That's why it's called the VIP show. This is where we each of us give out one of our premium plays for today, as well as maybe a prop bet and another pick as well. We got NFL and MLB action today. No one's giving out an MLB pick, so that's certainly not off the table here. But let's get to it. I'm going to switch this over to VIP access. Yesterday, only one person complained about the show airing a little bit late. Logistics of it. I didn't think it was a problem. How about you guys? I don't know.
Nope.
I only heard from one person. They canceled. They threatened me. So when you threaten me, then you know what the answer is you're going to get. It's usually not, you're not going to get my best customer service skills off a threat.
Off a threat. Yeah, that's.
Oh, I have this stupid thing. Like, I didn't change the week correctly on it.
Oh, okay. As soon as we get off here, you guys, I'm going to whip up a beautiful brunch for this first set of games.
I thought you weren't allowed to have people over.
I'm not. I'm going to have a brunch for myself and my kids.
Right.
My son eats enough for a whole football team, so.
I could go for some bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll take it from the other side of the fence.
Bacon and eggs and hash browns.
Do bacon and eggs. A couple hour drive away. I can speak.
Right? I'm actually shocked neighbors don't come doing that.
Well, anyways, we got our VIP show going on here, and we'll give everyone a couple seconds to join us. See some people here, so
that's the best thing. You know that your neighbors are cooking bacon when you're out walking the dog early in the morning. You smell that? I smell it.
Yeah, it's gonna smell good in a couple minutes here.
Then we've got full card of games. It's not like this every NFL Sunday. And tomorrow the VIP show going to be early with the premium show because there's only 5 games total tomorrow. So we'll do everything combined. We're probably going to be a little light on picks, so you'll have to give us a break on that one. And, just the way it is sometimes. But who wants to get us started?
No, I could go first, I guess. I was trying to decide which one I wanted to give out. And this is one of my premium plays for you VIP guys. I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions here, plus the 7.5 points. We all know the Detroit Lions are in contention for maybe the worst team in football, but even the worst teams in football cover the spread. You got this Ravens team off a huge emotional win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Now they got to travel, take on the lowly Detroit Lions here in front of the home Lions crowd. That should be pretty raucous. This has a backdoor cover written all over it. As I see at most here, a 7-point win for the Baltimore Ravens. Lions 8-3 against the spread in September. They're usually a September cover team. I'm going to take the Detroit Lions here plus the points.
Not sure I agree with that. The Ravens really, really murder teams with losing records. I mean, one thing we know about the Ravens, they really slaughter teams that are bad. That is their trademark. They beat up the bad teams like 33-0 type games. Rod?
Yeah, they don't take the foot off the gas either. They just keep going.
Yep.
How many points can we score?
I don't have a premium on it, but I wouldn't go anywhere near that thing on that side.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, I know because you had Vandy yesterday, so nothing could be worse than that. Rod?
For me, my first premium play here. We're going to take the Dolphins plus the points. I like that. I actually like Jacoby Brissett getting the start here. I think he's a pretty good quarterback. So not much loss there with Tua being out. So Dolphins keep things ticking. That's why I think the line moved down. They're like, okay. I think Brissett's, at this point, Brissett's better than Tua. So you look at the Dolphins, 6-0 following a straight-up loss. They're also 4-0 ATS after scoring less than 15 points in the previous game. They're also 4-0 ATS their last 4 as a road dog. They're also 10-1 ATS their last 11 games after allowing 30 points in a previous game. Where you look at these Raiders, they are 0-4 their last 4 as a favorite, and 0-4 their last 4 in week 3. I think it's a good shot here. This is a field goal game. Any way you slice it, take the Dolphins plus the points.
Joe?
Yeah, so I'm going to look at this Ravens and Lions game, but what I'm going to give you guys is one of my premium picks is the team total for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going over with this. It's a 30.5, and I think they easily get this 33, 34 in this game. When we see Lamar and his offensive weapons, they have been able to rack up 36 points against the Kansas City Chiefs, which is so impressive. Against this Lions team, it's a given to take this over 30.5. The Lions defense has been struggling, giving up over 38 points per game. So give me the Ravens team total over 30.5.
Love it. I'm going to go with I'm taking the Indianapolis Colts here against the Titans. The road team owns this series. These teams play each other every single year. They're in the division. They play each other twice a year. And the road team dominates this series. There's really no other way to go about it. It really doesn't matter. The names change, the faces change, the quarterback change. It doesn't matter. The road team always covers. They're going to cover today. Premium pick on the Indianapolis Colts. Road team always covers in this series. Brian?
Yeah, I think Mitch might have copied off of me because I also have the Indianapolis Colts plus the points here. It's my Sunday President's Choice play. Last week we got a big cover with these Colts for us, but they are sitting here at 0-2 and this year as this team just fell short last week against one of the best teams in the NFC. Titans, for me, got a shocking win over the Seahawks on the road, and I think this game should come down to who has the ball last. Colts have owned the Titans as far as against the spread goes. Colts 5-0 against the spread last 5 games in week 3, and they're 5-1 last 6 road games. Take the Colts plus the points.
I detect a little bit of sucking up going on there. Rod?
It's like we're all on the same wavelength because, you got another premium play, and it's on the Colts plus the points. These games are always close, tight battle. I expect this year to be no different. So take the points. Colts 5-1 ATS, their last 6 on the road. They're also 5-0 in their last previous week 3 games. As well as the road team, 5-0 ATS the last 5 meetings between these two teams. And the Colts 4-1 the last 5 versus the Titans. So take the Colts plus the points. Another one, field goal game all day.
Joe Madden?
I've got another team total for you guys. We're going to take the LA Chargers team total over 23.5. It seems so low. That's under a touchdown with the extra point every quarter. And the Chargers are going to get it. This is going to be a shootout with the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chargers are going to exploit the holes in Kansas City secondary. So take that team total over 23.5.
I like the Patriots here against the Saints. I didn't give it out as a premium, but I like it a lot. I just think this one's easy money. It's Saints offense just absolutely dreadful. Jameis Winston's terrible. You have one of the poorest decision-making quarterbacks in the last 10 years in the NFL, Jameis Winston, against the genius. And they call him the genius for a reason. It's because he's a genius, and he's the best
Against Mac Jones?
What's that?
Mac Jones is a genius?
No, Bill Belichick is a genius. He is the greatest defensive coach in the history of the NFL and has won with much less than Mac Jones. This is the guy that made Matt Castle a multimillionaire. He won with Matt Castle as his quarterback. This guy went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl with Jeff Hostetler as his quarterback. This guy is a genius, and he's done it everywhere he's been. This is a mismatch. You're going to see Jameis Winston look he's going to get absolutely undressed in this game. I look for easy Patriots win here, and kind of one of those just dominating, suffocating games where one team looks like they're in a box and can't get out of it.
You got Jimmy
both
G.
offenses in this game.
You got Jimmy G, a good contract too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and Jacoby Brissett.
6'3".
And Jacoby Brissett. 6'3", they still cover. It's 2.5. They're in.
6'3" Saints with that last.
Yeah, I think you're smoking something, Rod.
Anything
We'll
else?
see.
Yeah, I got my prop bet. It might seem kind of crazy, but I took a crazy
You're crazy.
one last week. I took what was that last prop bet I had? The Texans defense to score first, but it was $100.
That was pathetic.
I'm going to put $100 on Trey Lance tonight to score the first touchdown for the Niners. I know he's not the starting quarterback, but I could easily see him getting subbed in there around the goal line, them running some kind of specialty play, and he takes it in there. So for me, Trey Lance plus 2,700 to score the first touchdown.
I got Ndamukong Suh to kick a 43-yard field goal. I mean, what kind of bet is that? Rod,
Trey Lance he could get it. What are you talking? You act like this is impossible for Trey Lance to be in there around the goal line. It's very possible.
Rod, explain to Brian how you win money at betting sports.
I'm going to go with Justin Fields to score the first touchdown for the Bears. Plus
Like
11.
that.
Plus 1,100.
No chance.
Okay, I think we should parlay 2 prop bets. And if you can parlay on your book these 2 prop bets, Casey and the Chiefs and the Chargers over 3 touchdowns for the first half, and then Justin Fields to throw an anytime interception. Both of them have a really high, if you just bet them straight up, but in a parlay, that would pay you some nice money.
Let's see. I like Kyler Murray to score more than 2 touchdowns against the Jaguars, plus 750. 2 or more touchdowns. I think he scores probably 3 by himself, and I think everybody else scores about 10 also. I could probably see a defensive score in this game as well. I think this is the mismatch of the day outside that Ravens-Lions. I think
That'd be good for my fantasy team, though, because I got the Kyler Murray and I got Arizona's defense today.
And this is why we don't watch fantasy. I think that so the Arizona defense, here's another one. This is just a punt. So James Clark was on the show, and I didn't ask him about this, but I know that he had a small wager on Bowling Green money line yesterday, plus 3,300. I know for a fact he had that because he told me before the game, and he showed me the ticket. I forgot to ask him about it, and we'll ask him next week about it. But plus 3,300, he hit on that thing. But here's another one. Cardinals defense to score more than 2 touchdowns is plus 6,000.
That's not happening.
No, it's happening.
Oh, I like that.
It's happening. It's happening.
Jaguars are going to win out. They're going to win
that.
outright today.
You got it. They sacked Ryan Tannehill. Chandler Jones sacked Ryan Tannehill 5 times. I think they scored 2 touchdowns against them. This is going to be ugly.
I'm betting that right now.
Arizona
I love that.
defense special teams plus 6,000 to score 2 touchdowns or more. Defense and special teams. Could be both. Love it.
My 2-teamer in receiving yards. I'm going to take Deebo Samuel over his receiving yards and McKissick over his receiving yards. Parlay those 2 together.
I like your stuff today, Rod.
I like your stuff. That doesn't even sound right.
Justin Fields is going to have I think that they could upset the Browns today. Easy. Browns are chokers. So I can see Fields having a good day. And I like those 2 receivers.
I like rookie QBs against that pass rush. It's a good strategy. Vandy did cross their own 30 once in that game. They got past their own 30-yard line 1 time in the entire game.
That was a lean. Congratulations, you won a game.
No. You had 1 time. And you snuffed your nose at my Georgia pick. You gave me the look.
I even had props ready for that one.
Right, Rod? It's like this.
It was the look, right?
I didn't like that play at all.
Yeah,
But it won.
62-0, and they took their foot
It
off the
won.
gas.
No, I got the look when I was talking about the Rutgers game yesterday.
I
on
was
the morning
happy
show.
at first,
So
and I
anyways,
turned on the game.
So here's some late lines. Here's some late lines. Okay, Arizona 8.5 now over Jacksonville. We've got the Colts line is now 4.5. I see 4s out there in that game as well.
Yeah.
So these are things to watch. Still 7.5s. There's an 8 out there on the Ravens. In Washington, it's still a 7, but a lot of pressure on the 7. High juice on that. We got the Patriots back to 3 from 2.5 in that game. We've got the Chiefs just hanging right there at 7, but actually some pressure on the 7, so it's light juice on the 7. We've got the Giants 2.5, 3. It's been hanging right there. Heavy juice on the 2.5s, light juice on the 3. We see the Browns. There is a 9 out there. There's 7.5s and some 8s as well on the Browns against the Bears. We have the Steelers, 2.5s across the board. We got the Raiders, 3.5s across the board with light juice. So this one could be 3 by game time. Denver, so a little bit of pressure. I'm seeing 11 at one book, but 10s at most places. For the Rams, this game has gone pick 'em. I see the Bucks are favored in some spots by a point. I see a half a point. I see pick 'ems. This game seems to be the most back and forth of any of them. Seahawks -2. And tonight's game, it is -3 across the board with heavy juice on the Niners. Any of that line movement surprise anyone, or anyone have anything to say about it? I guess not. All right, thanks everyone for joining us.
Well, the Jags are still 7.5 in my book. But,
what
they are
is?
moving to some spot. I said the Jags at FanDuel is still 7.5, but it is moving at some books.
Yeah,
I still can't.
So at DraftKings, at Sugar House, which is Rush, and Bet Rivers, it's 8. At 888, it's 8. Pinnacle, it's 8. Bovada, 8.5. GT Bets, 8. Sportsbook.com, 8. Bet365 New Jersey, 8. Fox Bet, it's at 8. So it's 8 everywhere, but FanDuel.
No, I just looked at what they were currently offering me. So
Right, but at FanDuel, it's 7.5 at -120 juice.
And the Detroit Lions are pretty much mostly 7.5.
Yeah, mostly 7.5. Some heavy juice at spots, and there's an 8 out there at Pinnacle.
Yeah.
With light juice. But I see 7.5s pretty much there. Some heavy juice in spots, FanDuel, once again in the 120 range on that. Anyways,
well,
NFL Sunday.
At least we agree on the Colts. At least.
I'm going to go grab some coffee. It's what I do. And, of course, we appreciate each and every one of you. Joe Madden and I are going to be back in just a few hours. Spend the whole day together, just about every day. But it's the way it works. Worse things could happen, right?
I already know what you guys are going to say at halftime.
What are we going to say?
Oh, Bittler's right. The Jaguars are up 14
definitely just getting that prop.
Jaguars will be winning at halftime, and Mitch will say, bet more on the Cardinals. That'll be exactly what he says. Bet more on the Cardinals.
If we come out and say that, I'm going to hit the record. And
we'll see.
We'll make one of those GIFs, It'll
be 21.
I'll do one, and it'll say Bittlers, and Joe can type in there in our patented font,
Yeah.
Bittlers right.
Are we here for the afternoon halftime games?
What's that?
I said, are we here for the afternoon halftime games today?
Well, we're always on. But you guys want to come on? You want to come on for the 4 o'clock? Joe and I do it every day.
Yeah, I'll be around.
If I'm around, I'll pop one.
You guys all. So, all right. So for premium and VIP members, only the 4 o'clock half times.
Yeah.
All right. We'll ring them up. We'll see you guys in a few hours. Joe and I, then 4 o'clock, the VIP premium member halftime. We'll all be here then, unless Brian's not here. And
I'm going to try. I'm supposed to go somewhere later, but we'll see.
All right. We'll see you in a few hours. Let's make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm with Matt.
Best of luck, you guys, today.
Matt's like, if the Jags are up at halftime, I'm hammering the Cards for sure.
Yeah.
Kyron Garcia,
I'm with you.
right? It's like, come on.
Unless they've re-signed Josh Rosen. It's like, that's the only